So hello everyone, I'm Nitya. Welcome back to another video. So in this video we are going to talk about the pro level of color grading, the pro level of color correction and everything related to color in this video. And by the end of this video you guys become a pro in your own way in doing color grading or color correction. So without further ado, let's start this video by hitting the subscribe button right now. Hit it. Okay, so let's get started. So hello everyone, so this is my screen and I just imported these 5 clips which all have different purpose. So let's start. Let me show you these 5 clips. They all are different, so let's head towards the first editing. So first let's change the workspace. So there you can see a color, so I'll just change the workspace just like this, clicking on the color section. There you get the Lumetri color window and Lumetri scope window as well. Like, this is the perfect environment to doing color grading. So without further ado, let's start with our first video. So I'm telling you a very simple trick, and if you are new to this color thing, so this is very important to you. So how you can apply a LUT? For that you have to go to this creative section and go to the look. If you install those LUTs already, then they will come in this section, and if not, then you can also do browse. If you go to browse, and there you can also find your LUTs which you downloaded, or I already uploaded video, so by which you can download the LUTs. And if I open it, and there you can see it's the very simplest way to doing video editing or video color editing. So it's a job of only 2 clicks. Okay, there you can also see the change in this Lumetri scope panel, and let's play it. So as you can see in this video, I'll just use 2 clicks to do this color grading. Okay, so this is how you can apply LUTs. Now head towards our second video. So this is our second video. In this video we will do the basic color correction. Those are like exposure, contrast and everything related to that. So for that, what you have to do is you have to go to this basic correction tab, just click on it, and there you can find all these things like temperature, tint, exposure, contrast, highlight, shadows, whatever. Okay, so let's start with the temperature. You can increase or decrease the temperature. I generally like the cool colors, so I'll just decrease it by a little bit. Okay, so it doesn't look fake. So after that, after temperature, you go to this tint section, and you can increase or decrease the tint. And I think the greenery is more, so I'll decrease it by a little bit so the greenery will pop out. Now in this tone section, go to the exposure. Let's change the exposure. I'll decrease the exposure a little bit so it will give me more dark look. I'll increase the contrast so it will looks vibrant. Don't do it more, do it less, and do it according to your clip, according to your video. So now if I go to the highlights, I'll decrease the highlights. I generally decrease the highlights in GoPro videos because it has lots of luminance behind the shot. So if I go to the shadows, I'll increase it, and I'll decrease the whites, and do all the things which are necessary to do in your clip, and that's called the basic correction, basic color correction. So I'll do it, and there you can also find this auto section. You can, if you click on this, it will automatically do your tone mapping. Now you can also do this saturation. Now let's play the video. Okay, so this is the basic color correction you can do in Premiere Pro. Now let's head towards the next part or next clip. So this is my next clip. So this man is sitting beside this river show. Okay, so in this I will click on auto. So as you can see, automatically it checks the file and do this untoggle it. If you want to see, then you can toggle or untoggle these sections to see which editing is done. Now we go to the curves. In this clip we will talk about curves. You will decrease the curve, and you can see the picture is going darker because we decrease the shadows, and that's why I generally don't use auto, because it doesn't know what we have to do in next. So I'll go back to the curve section, and if I'll decrease the shadows and make the S curve. S curve, S curve, S curve is very important in whenever you do the color correction, or anyways it is in photos or in videos. So generally I'll do a little bit of cinematic vibe in this clip. So for that you have to make a this curve, just increase the shadows by clicking on this. Okay, so it will give that faded look but more darker and cinematic look. So this is it, so let's play it. So there you can see this effect as well. Okay, and now head towards the next clip. In this clip we will first use color wheel, or I will tell you what is the meaning of this. It will basically those mid-tone shadows and highlights, but it generally used when you have to change all the colors of a clip, like you have to change everything in this clip. But I want to change only this watercolor because it is very dull. I want it to be more bluish. So for that what I do is I'll go to this HSL secondary tab. There you can see this HSL like hue, saturation or luminance. So for that what I do is I want this to be selected. So for selection I'll just click on this dropper mark and tap anywhere on this which part I want to select, as you can see. And if you click on this gray part, so there you can see the selected portion is not gray. So for that I want to select more of this water. So for that I'll just click on this plus button and I'll click everywhere the water is present, and just like this. And if I'll re-click on this color gray, there you can see more part of water is now selected, and I'll just repeat the step, and there you can see more and more water is now selected. But we have a problem. Our boulders in the background are also selected, but for that I'll denoise it, but I don't think denoise do much of it work. So I'll just little bit of blur, and I'll do this and I'll change these hue, saturation and luminance. I do changes in these three things, so those boulders will remove from my masking. Just like this I'll decrease or increase the hue, just like this. And if hue is not working, then you can go to the saturation as well. You can increase or decrease the saturation by clicking on this button. I want to be just remove those boulders. Okay, now in luminance you will increase the buffer as well, just like this. Okay, so I think it's kind of perfect. Okay, so that's it. And now I'll uncheck this gray button because I want to see what my masking looks like after I do this correction in color. So I want it to be blue, so I'll just decrease this towards the blue, and there you can see shit, I think this blue is not good, so I'll make it a teal color, and there you can see the difference in the color. And I'll just decrease the contrast so it will blend it more into the scene. It doesn't look fake after that, but okay, it's just fine. And you can also change these settings as well. Now let's play the video. So there you can see our watercolor is now changed, but boulders are remaining same. So let's go to the final video. In this video, as you can see, this is a very dull video. It doesn't have any color, much of its color. So I'll do all the things in this video, like I'll do basic correction, creative, curves, color wheels, HSL and vignette. So I'll choose all these things to make this video looks good. So I'll just start my time lapse of doing this. So I think all is done, and you can see much of the color is now popping out of the image. Now if I go to the vignette, what is vignette? You guys saw those pictures like darken in the sides, and this effect also present in the Instagram but for photos. And here we can use in videos, but I generally don't use vignette much in videos because it looks fake in videos, but it looks good in photo. But here we are talking about videos, so I generally don't use that much. So there you can also find this point, roundness, feather as well. These are some basic, you get an idea when you use it. Okay, so I think this is done. Let's play it. So as you can see, our color is now popping out, and that's it for this video. If you are staying till the end of this video, you guys have an idea how to do color grading. Not pro level, but you guys have an idea. Okay, you can do anything in color grading. You get an idea of HSL and everything in Premiere Pro which is related to color. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it and if you like it, then make sure you hit the subscribe button, and that's it. So goodbye, take care, sayonara, bye bye.